and how much did it cost?
Senator Madago, how many questions are you asking?
It's one question, but it looks like it has appendages.
Disaggregated into 6 different issues. Senator CS.
Madam Speaker, let me start with the last one. I think, Senator, you need to file a question to ask about the boundary wall. That boundary wall was not a boundary wall. It was a conduit for stealing public resources. And you cannot build 700 border with a wall. It can 700 kilometer border. So they did about 10, but that is one of the ills of the previous administration. So you have the oversight role, so you will ask, please. And you can call those they're still around, some of them. Ask them about the wall. But when I start building a wall, I'm ready to answer. Secondly, about, we are very sorry, and I really want to ask that not only in Somalia, since independence, and you'll find their names in a memorial park in all our camps, there are many men and women in uniform who sacrificed their life for for national security interests. But this particular officer, we condole with the family, and please, I want you to give me. You know, sometimes I have seen, I was asked a question on a pension claim by an officer, by the National Assembly, and when I came to answer and I gave all the evidence, the member realized that this member was cheating him, and he got his pension. So give us the name so that I can check with the head of our medical team and the other welfare team whether they have visited. If they have not visited, I will assure you in the next 2 weeks they will visit, and I'm very sorry if that was not done, but I want to check. So before I leave, maybe I'll get the name of the widow. I think we have a very robust, not only for the widows, even for our veterans who retired. We have a veterans which the houses of parliament have passed.
Thank you, CS. Senator Lelegwe.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, let me join my colleagues to appreciate the presence and the response by the Cabinet Secretary. Madam Speaker, based on the response by the Cabinet Secretary, he has highlighted the high demand for the KDF in protecting our territorial integrity. Madam Speaker, I'll proceed to ask a supplementary question that is connected to the substantive question as asked by Senator Chute. Mr. CS, what is the reasoning behind the deploying of KDF to address the current insecurity within our borders, particularly the cattle rustling menace in our country, despite the reported lack of success in their efforts? Shouldn't there be a priority to focus to prioritize the focus on protecting our nation's integrity in Somalia, a service that is urgently needed in our nation, than engaging within our borders for a business that can be dealt with other agencies of security in our country? Thank you.
CS.
Madam Speaker, I thought the good senator of Samburu will thank Kenya Defense Forces for bringing stability to the 6 counties of the North Rift, including Samburu. But having said that, we are in Samburu and North Rift, courtesy of a provision of law. And if you look at Article 241, sub-article 3C, it says the Kenya Defense Forces may be deployed to restore peace in any part of Kenya affected by unrest or instability only with the approval of the National Assembly. That's one.